So now I want to go to this. So I want to talk about the Bills. 56 to 20? Was it 20 against the Dolphins? I think we got 20. As I'm looking at this just exactly. 56 to 26. 56 to 26. We almost put up 60 points on the Dolphins. The Dolphins are a good football team. They're out the playoffs. They're a 10-win team. You put up 60 on a 10-win team that needed, by the way, to win that game to be in the playoffs. That needed to win that game to be in the playoffs. And by the way, my guys like Micah Hyde didn't play. Josh Allen wasn't playing in the second half, and they put up 56. How dangerous are the Buffalo Bills?
The Buffalo Bills are extremely dangerous. I think they're the most dangerous team in the AFC right now because of the combination of the talent they have on offense and defense, but it's the way they've been playing the last month to get into the playoffs. They came out of that bye week, Daryl, and they touched up their defense a little bit. I think they might have played the Chargers or somebody, and they came out of the bye week pretty strong. I think they closed the season 5 straight wins in a row. Haven't lost since the Hail Mary game. Haven't lost 5 in a row. They've won. But they come into the playoffs extremely hot right now. I think they're dangerous because of that. They're going to be playing at home. They have Josh Allen both running and throwing the ball, but most particularly throwing the ball with Stephon Diggs. That's going to be a tough way to cover him. And I don't know if there's a team that could really have or that has the personnel on defense to cover Stephon Diggs. And now you get John Brown back. This is going to be an extremely dangerous team to stop. And I think the key move they got was trading for Stephon Diggs. If it's man-to-man, they could go with Diggs or Beasley. If it's zone, they could go with Diggs or Beasley, finding an opening now. If it's man-to-man, you turn your back on Josh Allen, he could run and pick it up. And I think the Bills, based on how hot they are, beating the Steelers, beating the Patriots, destroying the Patriots, destroying the Dolphins, with Ryan Dable, this is the highest scoring team in the NFL. It's an offensive league. Highest scoring team in the NFL. It's a complete powerhouse. They are really dangerous right now. A little bit more dangerous, I think, than Kansas City because Kansas City has been sleepwalking the last month. And they have those 2 weeks off. And, it kind of reminds me of like a team, like the Colts with Tony Dungy. They always seem like they got the 1 seed, the bye, they rested their starters, and it almost seemed like every time they came out, they lost that divisional game. I'm not saying the Chiefs are going to lose the divisional game, but the Bills come in red hot. I love how they kind of played their starters still. They still play Diggs and Allen, keep that momentum up, and they are just riding this hot streak right now, and they could go as far as they want.
And I'm telling you this, Kenny. I want Kansas City. Kenny, I wish we were on the road at Arrowhead right now. I wish that was what we were prepping for instead of Indianapolis coming to us. I want Kansas City right now. That's how well I think we're playing. I want the smoke with Kansas City. I want Kansas City right now. And quite frankly, if we couldn't get them next week, I wish we could be playing them in the divisional round and have them when they're coming off not playing for 2 weeks. I'm a little mad that if we play them, it's going to have to be 3 weeks from now. I want Kansas City now. Prime time to get them.
Yeah, I would have to say that would probably be my pick right now for the AFC title game is Chiefs Bills, and I think the thing in this game is if they do play, it's going to come down to can the Bills control the clock and win time of possession and not get into a big shootout where it's just touchdown after touchdown, no defense being played. think the big key in this game was, can the Bills, they could score with Kansas City, but can the Bills go on those 5-6 minute sustained drives and keep Mahomes on the sidelines? I think that would be a huge part in determining the outcome of that game.
Can they get a pick on Mahomes when he might throw that one bad ball a game? Can Josh Allen avoid a turnover? Can the running backs avoid a turnover? Are you missing field goal kicks? Like, it's going to take a team effort to beat Kansas City. Because I know what that team in Arrowhead represents, but we're playing so well. I'm ready for Kansas City. But it is going to be interesting for sure. And listen, when you put up almost 60 points on an NFL team, let alone a team as good as the Dolphins, you're doing something right. The Bills are feeling themselves right now. It's like Kobe Bryant when you scored 81. Just keeps shooting and he just keeps making them.
Yeah, I think 56 points. I think that might be the high point mark of the year so far. But huge credit to Brian Dable. When you just take a look at, over the last 3 years, just his very important trajectory is, I think his rookie year, Josh Allen completed 52% of his passes only, and they really worked on his accuracy. They really worked on putting a scheme together that plays to his strengths, and that is a huge part of coaching and play calling, is not having a guy do things he's not good at. Not having Baker Mayfield make 7-step drops. Not having Josh Allen, do whatever the play was to throw 52% and that in accuracy. And they worked at it and worked at it. And over the last 3 years, he's gone from 52% to almost 70%. And no one saw Josh Allen being 70% completion in the NFL. So huge credit to himself and huge credit to Brian Dable for working around and working with Josh Allen. And they got that offense on him right now.